Did you know that eating a single easy food before 8 a.m. can delay the aging of your leg muscles by as much as 10 years? And no, I'm not referring to a medication, nor am I referring to pricey supplements. I'm referring to a simple common dish that practically everyone has seen before. However, the majority of people ignore it every morning without even recognizing it. According to recent research, including this one item in your breakfast can help adults over 60 keep their leg strength, enhance their balance, avoid leg cramps at night, and even lower their risk of losing leg muscle by up to 72%. Millions of elderly people are silently forced into wheelchairs, walkers, or possibly permanent immobility by this illness. The depressing reality: this dish is unknown to most people. Even worse, a lot of people inadvertently exacerbate the issue by consuming the wrong foods as soon as they get up. So allow me to ask you, are you inadvertently making your legs weaker each morning merely due to your one morning habit that impacts your leg strength? Lack of it. Continue watching this video through to the end. In addition to outlining the precise things you should eat first thing in the morning, I'll also give 5 easy breakfast options that can help you maintain your stability and take charge of your life after 60. What about the last item on the list? You might be surprised. The sensation that your legs are growing weaker every day is not something you have to endure. Just because you're 60 doesn't mean you have to accept losing your ability to walk with confidence, maintain your balance, or maintain your independence. The good news is here. In fact, that process is reversible. What's the best part? You don't require medicine. Expensive equipment is not required. You don't even have to exert yourself by working out hard. Everything begins with something minor but crucial: the first meal you eat each day. It may seem easy, perhaps it sounds too familiar. However, if you eat the correct breakfast, it might either protect your legs or gradually deteriorate them. And this is what today's nutrition experts are most worried about. Breakfast is done entirely incorrectly by the majority of adults over 60. They omit it. They use coffee in its place. They consume nutrients, white bread. Poor thing. Even worse, they think, I'll eat later, and sip simple water. What follows? The body physically starts destroying its own muscle for energy when it goes into a catabolic state of mode. Do you know which muscles contract first? You rely on the muscles in your legs to walk, stand, maintain your balance, and prevent falls. A Tufts University study found that older persons can regain up to 35% of the silent crisis in senior health, muscle loss, after 60. Their leg strength in just 8 weeks if they eat a healthy breakfast that includes the correct foods. The best aspect is that these items are reasonably priced. They aren't exotic. Most likely you've seen them before. Simply put, you haven't been putting things together correctly or consuming them at the appropriate moment. In the next few minutes, I'll go over 5 easy yet highly powerful meals that science has shown can help you maintain your leg muscles before they quietly fade away. Enhance leg strength, lessen leg cramps, and regain your balance. At the end of this video, I'll share a very unusual dish that has helped hundreds of elderly folks feel like they've regained their mobility. A tiny slice eaten in the morning. Oh, stick with me if you think lost muscle cannot be regained. You might have second thoughts. This is the reality. Please let me know where you're coming from today. Before we begin, please feel free to ask any questions you may have and leave a comment below. Remember to click the subscribe button and enable notifications so you don't miss any of Senior Health's top health advice. And I want to know whether you're with me. If you're now watching, if this video resonates with you, type 1 in the comment section. If not, type 0. Whether you realize it or not, your body starts to gradually lose muscle, particularly in your legs, beyond the age of 60. One of the main causes of the inability to walk long distances, difficulty getting out of chairs, increased frequency of losing their balance, and ultimate need for canes, walkers, or even full-time care for millions of older persons each year is sarcopenia. What worries me the most: losing muscle doesn't hurt. There is no fever or cramping associated with it. Silently, it infiltrates your legs. Feel a little heavier one morning, one more day. You stutter a little as you step off the curb. You think, I'm just getting old, when you have to use your arms to push yourself up one day just to stand. However, that isn't totally accurate. Aging does not make you weak. It is the loss of the very thing that makes you self-sufficient. Your leg strength, as stated by the U.S. according to the National Institute on Aging, if nothing is done, adults over 60 may lose up to 33% of their leg muscle mass in 10 years. And beauty and power aren't the only factors here. You lose your balance. When you lose muscle in your legs, your risk of falling increases. You shorten your stride. You slow down. You might even start dragging your feet. Blood circulation deteriorates. Mobility is restricted, and abdominal effect starts as your legs weaken. Arise and abdominal fat reduced. Density of bone lackluster, sleep diminished. Appetite sand forgets things, the emotional toll of feeling imprisoned by a body that no longer cooperates is the worst. Why does this affect me the most? In the morning, because your body goes into a prolonged hungry condition after. Why your first meal may be weakening your legs. 7 to 9 hours of sleep, your body begins using your own muscles as fuel if you don't consume something as soon as you wake up, given that their ability to grow muscle is already slower than it was in their early years. This is particularly risky. For seniors, your leg muscles will continue to deteriorate gradually before the day even starts if you don't stop this process with the proper diet first thing in the morning. The greatest muscle group in your body is found in your legs. Therefore, losing muscle there disrupts your entire metabolic balance. In addition to making you weaker, leg circulation declines, blood flow to the legs slows down, and a host of other issues start to manifest: cramping in the legs, trembling, and the limbs tingling or numbness, and even problems with coordination when walking or climbing stairs. Because of this, a large number of elderly people who do not suffer from serious illnesses eventually become weak, sedentary, and ultimately reliant on others to perform even the most basic tasks. Here's the good news though: if you take action early, your body can still heal itself. You can help your muscles heal, regain leg strength, enhance your balance, avoid cramping, and most importantly, maintain your independence with each stride if you begin tomorrow morning and eat the appropriate meals at the proper times, thus continue to observe. Next up, I'll show you the food science calls your leg muscles natural allies, and easy breakfast options that could drastically alter your gait, your ability to get out of a chair, and your quality of life after the age of 60. David is 69. He was formerly a construction engineer who traveled all across the United States, ascending slopes, traversing through forests, and mounting scaffolds without ever getting fatigued. However, his legs no longer feel like they belong to him when he gets out of bed in the mornings. These days he has stiff knees. Sometimes his feet are as heavy as lead, and other times they feel numb. The first few steps you take in the morning are hesitant, low, and unstable, like attempting to move a rusting machine. He slipped one morning after catching his foot on a low step while he was going out to the porch to get the newspaper. Even though it wasn't a terrible injury, he was afraid because he felt like he was gradually losing something, not because of the fall itself. At one point he took his leg strength for granted. His wife also began to notice he walked more slowly. He walked unsteadily. He had to push off with both hands on his knees each time he rose from the couch. He didn't appear as enthusiastic about taking morning strolls in the park. She realized something was amiss when he eventually acknowledged that he had been experiencing increasingly frequent leg cramps at night. David didn't suffer from any serious illnesses, no diabetes, absence of arthritis. Doctors covertly refer to what he was going through as the after 60 phase, the period of time when muscle loss increases silently but forcefully, particularly in the legs which support David's story. A simple change that rebuilt his strength, your entire weight, stabilize each step, and enable you to get up from the front porch, the living room, or the restroom. David began to dig after that fall. After talking to a nutritionist, watching videos, and reading articles, he learned something he had never given much thought to in his life: your legs may become stronger or weaker depending on what you eat at morning. He began to change with every day that passed. He no longer skipped breakfast as he formerly did on an empty stomach. He stopped drinking black coffee in order to rebuild muscle, restore leg circulation, ease leg weakness, improve balance, and most importantly, help him stand up without bracing himself or fearing that he would fall. He started his mornings with foods that didn't seem fancy or complicated but were packed with the precise nutrients his body had been craving. 3 weeks later, he saw the first significant change. It felt lighter to get out of bed. There was no longer any hesitancy or weight to his morning steps. The leg spasms at night went away. He resumed his stroll around the house next at the park. By the second month, he was walking nonstop every morning for almost 2 kilometers. He frequently tells his wife, "These days I feel like I've regained my legs." With only a slight alteration to his daily routine and no cane or assistance, David was able to maintain strong, independent, and energized legs well into his 60s, something most people believe is impossible. You too can do this. You don't need luck, simply knowing where to start. Next up, I'll take you through the 5 specific breakfast items that David utilized and that the power of whole eggs thousands of senior citizens are now using in their daily routine to develop stronger, more stable, and more dependable legs. The best breakfast food: whole eggs. Nothing is easier or more efficient than a cooked egg for a quick meal that will aid in muscle recovery, particularly in your legs. Sit almost every necessary amino acid required by your body for muscle growth. and repair can be found in eggs. However, the yolk is where the true magic lies. Vitamin D, B12, choline, and a crucial substance called leucine, a major inducer of muscle protein synthesis, are found there. This is especially true for the legs, which are particularly vulnerable to muscle loss after the age of 60, according to a University of Illinois research. Older persons who had 2 eggs each morning for 8 weeks shown notable gains in leg strength and self-sufficiency. Additionally, eggs boost the neuromuscular system, which enhances balance, walking control, and the risk of falling, one of the most dangerous effects of muscle loss in older adults. Eggs that include vitamin B12 also shield your nerves' myelin coating, which enhances communication between your brain and legs. As a result, you will walk more steadily, wobble less, and miss fewer steps. Additionally, eggs offer a highly absorbable type of iron, which improves circulation and oxygen delivery to your leg muscles. Because seniors frequently have low levels of this mineral, eat the entire egg. Don't skip the yolk within 30 to 60 minutes after waking up for optimal benefits, because they maintain all of their nutrients without any additional fat. Boiled eggs are the best option. Try a fast scramble with spinach or tomatoes for some variation. Both are high in antioxidants and magnesium, which helps to maintain the health of your lower body muscles. Every morning, 1 egg is more than just breakfast. It is your primary protection against the silent degeneration of your leg muscles, and you will probably notice a difference if you continue for 30 days. Less cramping, stronger legs, and possibly most importantly, not having to reach for the armrest each time you attempt to stand up. The second breakfast item, cereal topped with chia seeds. Oatmeal provides your muscles with the consistent energy they need to function throughout the morning if eggs serve as their fuel. Additionally, when combined with chia seeds, this straightforward combination becomes an effective remedy for senior citizens who want to maintain their leg strength, stop muscle atrophy, and enhance blood flow to their legs. Beta-glucan, a soluble fiber found in abundance in oats, lowers inflammation, improves muscle absorption of nutrients, and helps balance blood sugar. Your body can better handle the protein and minerals required to rebuild your leg muscles when your blood sugar is stable. For seniors whose metabolic efficiency frequently declines significantly beyond the age of 60, that is especially crucial. Chia seeds also contribute omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, potassium, and magnesium. These 4 vital nutrients help maintain healthy muscle contraction, control nerve signals, and are especially useful in avoiding leg cramps, especially those excruciating nighttime spasms. Walking and prolonged standing can cause stiffness in the legs, but the magnesium in chia helps relax the smooth muscles. Potassium ensures that oxygen and nutrients reach even the little frequently disregarded muscle units in your lower body by maintaining electrolyte balance and promoting leg circulation. Making it is simple: mix 3 tablespoons of rolled oats with either water or milk made from nuts. Cook until tender. Add a tablespoon of chia seeds and stir for added natural sweetness and antioxidants. You can garnish it with a few banana slices or blueberries. Consume it warm within an hour of waking up. Ideally, seniors who have made the move to oatmeal and chia in the mornings report greater balance when standing for extended periods of time or ascending stairs. Less leg discomfort and increased endurance throughout the day. Leg cramps that occur at night frequently go away and are a definite indication that the muscles are finally receiving the support they require to heal. Oatmeal is more than just a nutritious morning meal. Adults over 60 can maintain their strength, independence, and full participation in life on their own terms with the support of this stable foundation. The third breakfast item, a banana. The fact that bananas are frequently referred to as nature's electrolyte pill for senior citizens is no accident. Bananas are among the best fruits for avoiding leg cramps, enhancing circulation, promoting healthy muscle contractions, and preserving leg strength in people over 60 because of their high potassium content. Bananas are particularly effective when consumed immediately after waking up, as this is when your body is usually deficient in important minerals. Approximately 400 milligrams of potassium, or 10% of your daily requirements, can be found in a medium banana in order to sustain the electrical charge across muscle cell membranes and enable fluid coordinated muscular action. Potassium is necessary. Muscles that don't get enough potassium are more likely to misfire or spasm, which can cause cramping at night or that twitching feeling in your legs when you're trying to unwind. Seniors frequently experience this problem, particularly those taking diuretics or having impaired mineral absorption. According to a Harvard University study, older persons who frequently ate bananas were 33% less likely to get leg cramps than those who didn't consume enough. Potassium-rich foods. Bananas also include a lot of vitamin B6, which is essential for nerve communication that helps your brain and leg muscles communicate more effectively, improving balance and coordination while you walk. Bananas, however, aren't for everyone too. Much potassium can be dangerous if you have type 2 diabetes, are watching your blood sugar, or have chronic kidney disease. It may cause blood sugar increases or irregular heartbeats. A smaller, slightly underripe banana is preferable in certain situations because it has less sugar and more resistant starch, which slows digestion and maintains stable blood glucose levels. Right after your main breakfast is the ideal time to eat a banana, not when you're hungry, to prevent sudden spikes in blood sugar, to improve nutritional absorption and maintain balanced energy levels. You can add it to your oatmeal, combine it with chia seeds, or eat it with plain Greek yogurt to maintain electrolyte balance. Most seniors without underlying medical issues only need to eat one small banana in the morning. Guard the muscles in your legs, make your stride better, and impede the loss of muscle that occurs naturally. It's easy. Reasonably priced bananas are easy to digest, but when utilized properly, they can act as a strong leg shield, giving you strength, stability, and self-assurance as you begin your day. The fourth breakfast item: Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is one of the best breakfast options if you want to halt the gradual, undetectable muscle loss that occurs overnight. Greek yogurt has almost double the protein of conventional yogurt and a thick, creamy texture since it is triple filtered to eliminate the majority of the liquid. Greek yogurt is particularly beneficial for persons over 60 who need to maintain and strengthen their leg muscles because of the slow digesting casein protein. Your body goes into a catabolic state when you sleep, breaking down muscular tissue to provide energy, given that age-related hormonal and metabolic changes already slow down muscle regeneration. This is particularly concerning for seniors. Muscle deterioration persists if the proper protein is not consumed first thing in the morning, especially in the legs, which are already compromised by decreased activity, circulation, and hormonal fluctuations. Leucine, the amino acid most responsible for initiating muscle protein synthesis, and around 17 grams of high-quality protein are found in a 170g meal of Greek yogurt. Additionally, high in calcium and vitamin D, Greek yogurt promotes healthy bones and neuromuscular coordination, all of which are essential for better balance and more fluid walking. Additionally, yogurt's probiotics, which are primarily recognized for their benefits to gut health, also improve nutrient absorption and lower chronic inflammation, which helps to improve leg circulation, according to a study from Maastricht University in the Netherlands. Older persons who took 20 grams of casein protein every morning and engaged in why salmon is a secret weapon for leg power. Little exercise saw noticeable improvements in leg strength in as little as 6 weeks. Additionally, that same group experienced less leg cramps at night and improved balance, but not everyone has a good tolerance for Greek yogurt. Look for lactose-free products if you have digestive problems or are lactose intolerant, or think about substitutes derived from goat or sheep milk, which are generally easier on the stomach. Steer clear of sugar-filled store-bought yogurts or artificial flavor-shy sugar, which can cause inflammation, interfere with muscle recovery, and raise blood sugar levels in people over 60. Greek yogurt should be consumed within an hour of waking up, or roughly half an hour after engaging in mild morning activities for optimal benefits. Add some unsweetened berries, cinnamon, or chia seeds to improve the flavor and nutritional content. Greek yogurt is a long-term ally for leg shelping because of its high protein content, exceptional digestion, and adaptability. It helps you wake up each morning feeling more energized, stable, and ready to go. Number 5. Breakfast food. Salmon pan-seared at least twice a week. Include salmon or other fatty fish such as mackerel and sardines in your breakfast. If you want to improve muscle recovery in your legs after the age of 60, omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA2, which are abundant in these fish, are potent substances that have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, lower inflammation in muscles, and increase protein uptake in muscle tissue. When combined, they help seniors regain their leg strength and slow down their natural muscle atrophy. Adults over 65 who ate 2 meals of fatty fish per week kept 27% more leg muscle mass than those who ate only red meat or no fish at all, according to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Even more remarkable were the notable gains in walking ability, improved balance, and a 36% decreased chance of falling due to leg weakness that were demonstrated by the fish eating group. How does it operate? Chronic inflammation, a hidden but harmful force that weakens and erodes muscle strength, particularly in the lower body, is lessened by omega-3 fatty acids. In addition to being a great source of highly digestible protein, 20 gram per 100 gram cooked salmon also contains vitamins B12 and D, which are essential for neuromuscular transmission and improve the coordination of your muscles and brain while you move the easiest. The breakfast that kickstarts your legs by 7 a.m. Method to get it ready for 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Pan sear fresh salmon in extra virgin olive oil. Serve it with roasted sweet potatoes, steamed veggies, or a few avocado slices for a mineral-balanced, high-protein, high-fat breakfast. Choose a slice of unsweetened smoked salmon or take a premium fish oil supplement if you don't have time to boil fish in the morning. However, the majority of nutritionists concur that whole foods are a better way to get nutrients than supplements. Just a brief note: if you've already experienced problems with fat digestion, fatty liver, or elevated cholesterol, eat early in the morning when your stomach is still mostly empty, and start with smaller servings. Choose baked or steamed fish rather than fried. Cut back to once a week if you experience bloating or delayed digestion. And with your doctor's advice, think about taking it with digestive enzymes. Fatty fish such as salmon are excellent suppliers of more than simply protein. They function similarly to natural lubricants in your body, keeping your muscles supple, healthy, and prepared for recuperation. Above all, they assist your legs in fending off the silent degeneration that occurs with aging. Keep in mind that regardless of age, even one serving of salmon for breakfast per week is a significant investment in your capacity to walk with assurance, maintain your equilibrium, and lead an active life. The meal that's hidden: natural mineral salt served with steamed sweet potatoes. I said at the start of the video that I would reveal this dish. It's not an addition, it isn't an expensive superfood. It is a fairly basic item that practically everyone has in their kitchen. Sweet potatoes are steamed Celtic sea salt lightly sprinkled. It sounds simple, however the effect is far-reaching after a long night of exhaustion. Sweet potatoes' abundance of complex carbohydrates can assist your muscles replenish their glycogen stores. What makes sweet potatoes special is that unlike many other common breakfast foods, its starch doesn't raise blood sugar levels. Instead, it provides consistent energy, preventing muscle tiredness in the morning, particularly in the legs, which are vulnerable to cramps, dull aches, and gradual weakness when they are not properly fueled. Better more. Sweet potatoes are a great source of potassium, magnesium, manganese, and vitamin C, a potent combination of nutrients that maintain blood flow in the legs, control nerve impulses, and combat weak legs brought on by electrolyte abnormalities. Specifically, magnesium is referred to as the muscle relaxation mineral. It supports balance when standing or moving throughout the day, eases cramps, and lessens stiffness. What about the salt? Table salt isn't the same. 5 proven morning habits to boost balance strength. As Celtic sea salt, it is a natural, unprocessed sea salt that contains more than 80 trace elements that your body, particularly your muscles, requires on a regular basis to maintain coordinated smooth contractions and prevent cramps. Celtic salt doesn't drastically raise blood pressure like refined salt does, rather it stabilizes fluid pressure inside muscle tissue, aids in electrolyte replenishment in the right ratios, and accelerates leg muscle regeneration. According to a study from the French Institute of Mineral Nutrition, over the course of 90 days, participants who ate a high-fiber breakfast such as sweet potatoes together with sea salt that is high in potassium and magnesium demonstrated 41% improved balance and almost 50% fewer falls. It's easy to use. Sprinkle a tiny amount of Celtic salt over half of a warm, tender, steamed sweet potato. Eat it warm 10 minutes or so before your main breakfast and after a glass of warm water. This timing stabilizes blood sugar levels for the remainder of the morning and aids in triggering mineral absorption. You might have lighter steps, less numbness, fewer cramps, and an easier time standing up without hesitation or wobbling. If you practice this every morning for just 1 week, most individuals don't notice this type of concealed breakfast. However, for those over 60, it can serve as a silent support system, assisting in the preservation of one of our most precious possessions as we age: the capacity to move independently and with confidence. Morning routines to increase leg stability and strength. Eating the correct nutrients is important, but daily leg strength restoration and protection is what's needed. Seniors could also establish a few easy morning routines that can have a significant impact on their leg strength, balance, and self-assurance. First, as soon as you wake up, take a glass of warm water with a pinch of natural mineral salt. Mini wake up with heavy tight legs or feel unsteady while standing because their bodies are your legs, your life. On your senior health journey, dehydrated and low in electrolytes after a long night's sleep. In addition to improving leg circulation, calming the nervous system, and preventing cramping as you begin to move, a 250 milliliters glass of warm water with 15 teaspoons of Celtic or Himalayan salt helps restore electrolyte balance after 5 minutes of leisurely sipping. Have breakfast second. Spend just 3 minutes performing a leg lift and balancing exercise. No tools. Don't go outside. In your living room or bedroom, raise 1 foot 2 to 4 and off the ground while standing erect after 10 seconds of holding. Switch legs. Perform 5 rounds per side. This easy exercise improves balance and body awareness, which lowers your chance of falling when getting out of bed or leaving the bedroom. It also works the muscles in the calves, thighs, and hips that tend to lose bulk the fastest with age. Third, avoid getting out of bed too soon. Many seniors get up too soon, which might lead them to feel lightheaded, unsteady, or even fall. Rather, take 3 deep breaths, slowly sit up and rotate your wrists and ankles a few times. This helps you start your day with greater control and fewer stumbles by gently reactivating circulation to your brain and lower body. When combined with proper diet, these easy, cost-free, and time-efficient behaviors help build a solid basis for long-term independence, mobility, and daily leg health. Fourth, enjoy the sunlight in the morning. Spending just 5 minutes beside a window or on the balcony allows early sunlight to naturally increase the production of vitamin D, which strengthens bones and aids in calcium absorption. This is especially true for the wrists and ankles. Anyone who is already exhibiting symptoms of weak legs or muscle loss should pay particular attention to this. Although it's a simple act, it strengthens the foundation your legs require to remain strong and jumpstarts your body's internal processes. Fifth, after waking up, never remain hungry for too long. Your body enters a catabolic state when it begins to break down muscle for energy. The longer you skip breakfast, if you are unable to eat a complete meal at this time, at least consume something small, such as half a steamed sweet potato, a boiled egg, or a tiny amount of oatmeal. By taking one tiny action, you can shift the focus from muscle breakdown to muscle rehabilitation and restoration. Your legs will start to heal day by day if you follow these 5 easy morning routines and the breakfast techniques we've already covered. Standing shakiness will subside. You will no longer be afraid of unexpected cramping, and more significantly, you will feel it in your very being. Once more, you have control over your body rather than allowing it to rule you. You receive a single dose each morning. There is only a brief window to make a decision. Will your legs become a little weaker today as well, or are you going to do something to maintain your independent stability and strength? You just learned about 5 scientifically proven foods that can help you regain your leg strength, improve your balance, walk more easily, stop muscle loss, and increase blood flow to your legs. These same criteria influence your ability to walk confidently, stand on your own 2 feet, and live the life you want. Additionally, you have found a seemingly straightforward item that can boost your entire neural, skeletal, and muscular system in the first few minutes of the day. Cooked sweet potatoes with a pinch of natural mineral salt. And now you are aware of 5 simple yet effective morning routines that transform everything you eat into more than just a nutritious meal. They turn into a comprehensive leg recovery plan. You have the option to take action tomorrow. No visit to the doctor is required. No gym, no tools, only one choice: to intentionally begin your day rather than allowing your leg's fate to be determined by age. Additionally, I would like to know what cuisine you would pick if you could only eat one thing tomorrow morning to keep your legs safe. Your experience may be just what another senior needs to hear, so leave your response in the comments section. Please remember to like, subscribe to Senior Health, and turn on the notification bell if you found this video useful so you don't miss what comes next, because in the upcoming video, I'll share 3 typical breakfast items that many senior citizens consume every morning under the mistaken impression that they're healthy, but in fact they're subtly weakening their muscles, resulting in cramps, leg numbness, and even thwarting the healing process altogether. Don't let the poor breakfast decision be the only reason that all of your hard work is in vain. The hospital is not where healthcare begins at 7 a.m. It begins in your kitchen. As soon as you take your first taste, make an informed decision. Keep your legs safe, because you are still experiencing life to the fullest as long as you are able to walk with strength. I appreciate you watching this video through to the finish. I hope the information we've discussed today will help you on your path to improved health, particularly with regard to maintaining your leg strength, stability, and independence after the age of 60. We'll Continue revealing the hidden facts about aging and your legs that most people just don't discuss in the upcoming